Jesus, this is filtered through a fucking cigarette butt?
Hi, my name's Josh and welcome to the very first episode of Whiskey Business, the only YouTube channel that tells you exactly how drunk you have to be to sit through a movie. Today's review is going to be Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I think it's only fitting that that's the first review because I've already been Batman in a movie before. Yeah. It's called Chronicon Episode 420. It's on Netflix. A Doug Benson documentary about Comic-Con. I'm the dancing drunk Batman in the window of the Hard Rock. So, I kind of know what the fuck I'm talking about here. Where to fucking start? This movie's kind of hard to give a review for because it's just kind of in the middle. It's like, it's a movie. And it should have been a Batman movie. It should have been a Superman movie. It should have been an amazing comic movie. But it was just okay. We start out, we see Bruce Wayne. He's watching the end of Man of Steel, pretty much. He's in Metropolis as shit is going down. Buildings are falling down. He's seeing Superman destroy all this shit. And he is getting fucking pissed. And you're getting pissed with him. You're like, yeah, I get this. If I seen this shit happen, I'd build a suit and try to fight this guy too. The problem is, this movie started out super promising. It's like the first time we do coke. It's like, could this be it? Could this be my life? Could this be real life? This is incredible. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. They introduced Batman like a fucking horror villain at the beginning of this movie where he's terrorizing some criminals and he is scary as shit. Ben Affleck as Batman is the best part of this entire movie. He was built like a fucking truck. His action scenes were brutal. This guy doesn't give a shit anymore. Which is kind of whatever, because, you know, Batman doesn't like killing people, but I guess this version, he's just old and he just says, fuck it. Tying people up with ropes ain't gonna work anymore, so he's just wasting people with fucking miniguns and snapping necks. At one point, he flips the car full of people, fires these tow cables out of his Batmobile and drives them down the street like Fast Five, fucking swinging this car into oncoming traffic, into buildings, flipping around, and the whole time like, those people are fucking dead, or they got some amazing roll cages and Camrys now, but that guy is fucked. Those three guys in the back, they're fucked. And then he pulls up to another car, and he flips this car onto the other car that's full of other people. I'm like, those guys are fucked too. All these people are fucked. He don't give a shit. Batman don't give a shit anymore. Jeremy Irons as Alfred was awesome. He's the most involved Alfred we've ever seen in a movie before. He's helping fix up the Batmobiles. He's working on Batman's armor. He's like the intel guy when Batman's out in the field. He's the guy that's on the computer telling him which way to turn, and they're a fucking awesome team. I can't wait to see how Alfred and Batman continue on through this whole franchise, because that was cool. Wonder Woman, she was cool. I was worried that she's gonna be overused. I was worried they just wanted to cram Wonder Woman into every scene they possibly could, but she's used just enough to not overplay it, but enough to really get a sense that she's a badass character. And I was worried about Gal Gadot. I worried about that gal. She turned out awesome. I liked her a lot. The middle of the movie, it's like having withdrawals from giving up coke. And you're just trying to grit your teeth and get fucking through it. By the end of the movie, you're just like, fuck it, I'm doing coke again. And that's when Batman v Superman happens. They fight, that's badass. Wonder Woman shows up, she's badass. Doomsday shows up, he's okay. He's cool, but super rushed. They could have made him a lot cooler. But the stuff that did happen with him, I was okay with it. It was a badass fight. He's huge. Definitely worth having 3 superheroes fight him, which was pretty cool. Now on to the bad stuff. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I remember when I heard about it. I remember the day. I remember looking on my phone and seeing Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, and I said, this must be a fucking typo. No, this can't be it. He plays Lex Luthor. He's like a mix of if Mark Zuckerberg fucked the Riddler. That's who he is. He plays Lex Luthor as this awkward, stuttering, rich kid. Or I just find it surprising that they would film this whole movie. Cut, that's it, print it, that's good. We're looking for this fucking weird shit. It's not good. I hate it. So, Thanks, Jesse. Thank you for this. There's a lot of good parts, even though almost all of them were in the trailer, which is...
Why do these fucking studios keep fucking doing this?
Why? Just let me fucking experience it in IMAX. I don't want to see all this shit on my laptop fucking 3 months before the movie comes out. I mean, what the fuck? And one more thing, this whole Rotten Tomatoes giving it like a 30%, that's fucking bullshit. 30%? Batman Forever has like a 41%. And this has 30%, that's horseshit. It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. This should have at least been like 60%. I liked it more than most people, but I'm a huge fucking nerd, and just seeing Batman on screen, period, is enough to give me a little chub. So, all in all, I think this movie is definitely worth seeing. If you're a Batman fan, Superman fan, if you like these kind of movies, I mean, you kind of have to see it. What else are you gonna fucking do? You're gonna watch,
What else is coming out?
Allegiant? You gonna go see Allegiant? You gonna see My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2? No, you're not gonna fucking see those stupid movies. See this one. It's not as bad as everyone's saying, which sucks to say that about a Batman movie, but it's still... There's still badass action. They got a badass Batman now. They got Wonder Woman. There's a lot of good stuff in there that I feel outweighs the bad by like 1 point, but it's still awesome. It's still worth seeing, so I would still do it. And then I would still see it, but maybe go into it buzzed. Yeah, I'm gonna give this movie a buzzed. You should go into this movie buzzed. But like heavily buzzed because it's long, so you gotta make sure this lasts for almost 3 hours long. Get heavy buzzed, borderline drunk, and then ride it out the whole movie and you'll have a fucking great time.
Thanks for watching. Till next time, cheers.